And we're back for part 2 of the purple page in our Rainbow of Happy Mail journal that Barbara Avery sent to me. And so far, so good with the washer. He wasn't here 15 minutes. He replaced the part. I've loaded a load of clothes up, and we'll wait and see if I get the error message. So, woohoo! Hey, Pam. I might be in the laundry business again. I certainly hope so, but we will wait and see within the next, 15, 20 minutes if I get an error code. And it looks like they put the wrong clutch in the machine at the factory. So it wasn't installation or anything at all like that. It looks like it was purely a put together wrong from the beginning. All right. So we're working on our purple page. I put this on before the LG guy got here. So I've got a little sticky up here. I could cover that with some tissue or something. We'll do something up there. So welcome. I'm back. And hopefully the washer is going to wash away all my anxiety and angst. I'm going to set this aside to dry. I'm just going to show you kind of the things I've pulled out. I've got a paint sample. I have some postage stamps and some butterfly stickers. Somebody sent me this. It's not signed on the back, but I'm going to use that. One of these from Kathy. Just some scraps of tissue. And then I've got these 2 images of flowers. And I went ahead and I pulled some black cardstock because I'm real big on if you stick anything on black cardstock, it looks better. So I was thinking of layering these up here. And I'll ink that. And then I've got some sayings I'm going to add. So this was going to be a real quick page. And should have 2 of those. I do. So that's what I'm going to put together here. So I'm going to work on these real quick. We'll ink these up. Hi, Nashua. Got to wait for everybody else to realize I'm back on. I forgot to share it before I hit the go live. Here's hoping it's fixed. He said the clutch he took off was too small for the machine. And that there's like this little thing that hooks up to connect with the motor part. And it was coming dislodged because it's too small. So he said this one fits in there better. And he said you shouldn't have any problems, but if you do, call me back. So me and Jose have been getting along great. I haven't had a problem with him at all. My problem comes from the others. I'm wondering if I should cut this one shorter. I might just leave it like that and let that go past. I don't know if that'll fit through my little Xyron machine. Kind of hope it does. Let's see. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Maybe I should run and check it. You guys hold. I'll be right back. I just want to check on it. You'll go out cold? Sorry, I've never heard it actually work, so, and I have to go out in the bonus room to see what's going on. It's okay. It's working. It actually has real water in it, and it's doing the chukka chukka, so I'm happy. I am so happy. Happy, happy, happy. Joy, joy, joy. Women are happy when their appliances work. That is all. Hi, Janet Burgess. So it's working. I just got to get used to the different noises it makes than my old machine. It makes all these beep, beep, beeps and things between cycles, and yeah. Oh, I hope this fixes it. Okay. Just know that anything after 48 hours with the big box stores, they won't help you. You have to work with the manufacturer then. So if you have a problem, day one, don't worry about contacting the manufacturer. Contact the store immediately. That was my mistake. And, well, our mistake, really. Lesson learned. All right. So I'm going to put some music notes in behind some of these and have it hang off a little bit. Put a little adhesive right there. Might just use this on the edge. Hi, Barfilian. How are you? And Janice Glines. Nashua. Scott said he thought it was probably a problem with the clutch from the start, not the motor or the agitator. So it seems to be working now. And hopefully it'll continue. So I guess I'll put this one down here. And these are just random little bits. Oh, goodness. Was it knee replacement? I need to have my meniscus repaired, but until we get some insurance, I've been putting it off. And it's not causing me any pain right now. So as long as it's not causing me pain, I'm not going to go for it quite yet. Thank you, Janet. Yeah. My mom and my mother-in-law both have had both of their knees reworked. Oh, to be able to do laundry without having to drag it to somebody else's house will be so good. And then I was thinking, on top of this tissue paper, once I get it on the page, I'll put a butterfly on it like this. So I'm making my own clusters. Now there is another butterfly here. I'll be like, Mary, where did it go? I know there's another butterfly here. I showed you guys there was two. Oh, there he is. But I just thought how pretty they would be on that tissue paper. So there. And Barb says, total knee replacement. Yeah. Did they give you one of those machines? My mom had this like contraption she had to use every day in bed to exercise her leg. I had never seen that before. Most people go for physical therapy. I had never seen that at home. All right. So I'm thinking put this one here. And I'm trying to lose that other butterfly. And these are those clear stamps that are, or stickers that are hard to see. Well, there's one and there's one. I might need to change out my drop paper because it's getting to where I can't see things on it because the drop paper is getting too pretty. I was thinking maybe put the bird in between. It says hug. I don't know. Let me see. Maybe put this one here. Scott and I went to barbecue joint last night for dinner because I sewed all day and lost track of time, so I didn't have anything cooked and we needed to go vote, so we kind of had a middle of the week date night. It was nice. I'm just going to lay things on here for right now. And then I got the little seal. This says on there, the colors are February Amethyst, and then this light one is called Butterfly Kiss. And I thought I'd keep the Butterfly Kiss. Maybe cut some squares from it. Let me cut some squares. I wish I had a cordless mouse. I need to put that on my next Amazon order. I think I dropped the other one too many times. And it finally gave up the ghost, so Scott got me this one that's attached. Oh, Nettie said I've got a creeper on one of my videos. You can't even have just regular videos anymore without somebody popping some nasty link on it. Drives me crazy. I'm going to cut away the lettering on here. How big is this wide? So if I do this at 1 and then 8. I could do a strip here. Might have to do some things to get the stuff to look like it's not part of the background. The wind is just blowing up just a howly sound. I think Anne says she's lost power 3 times already. So we're all kind of just bracing for the madness of this next storm. I will have to do some doodling on this one. I can tell right now I'm going to have to with black to just bring out everything that I'm putting on the page, because you can see how the black lifts this up, but everything else I've stuck down is kind of to the background. But I can fix that when the glue dries and everything. So I'm just going to lift these again. Maybe put these over here so I remember they go on this side. This goes on this side. And the butterflies there. All right. Now I'm just going to use some. Hi, Kendra. My Uncle John got an infection in one of his replacement knees, and they had to go in and remove it. I don't know what they ever did. He's getting up there in years, too. Wait a minute, before I put glue on that, what if we ink it with the wilted violet again? That would give it some difference to the background, wouldn't it? And then I'll doodle some. Oh, I hope. I got my fingers and toes crossed, hoping that machine doesn't go beep, 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 like it did before with all the negative comments, messages. Did y'all see Janet Nash's doodle book? It was so cool. I love your doodle book, Janet. If you're back in here. Let's see. Yeah. Maybe I'll ink some of these stamps too. Sometimes inking can pull everything together. I'll have to call my mother-in-law if this thing is indeed fixed. I know she enjoyed my company. And then I think this is a sticker too, or maybe it's just paper. Put a little purple on it too. The black lettered comment thingamajigs over there. Yeah, I'm not going to put any on that. What else? Got some stamps over here. So now next week, I think we said we were going to do fabric journal page together. And you can work directly on your page, or you can do like I do and work on a piece of felt and then glue or stitch it into your fabric book. All right, so let's glue some of this stuff on here. If I can get my glue to come to the top. I think the hole is plugged. Let me get a pokey tool. And we'll poke the hole and see. There we go. Okay. Let's see where the top of this is here. I don't have my block of wood over here. And then this one's going to go here. So I want this to come up farther. These came from Walmart. It says so on the back. So we'll glue these down. That roast is smelling good. I think I'm going to do mashed potatoes to go with it. And some vegetables. Yep, we're going to do a fabric page. And my little journal's the one Lisa sent me, and it's only about, what, 6.5 by 6.5 inch. So your fabric journal doesn't have to be huge to be absolutely adorable. All right, I'm going to put some double-sided tape on this. If I can see it. There we go. Might have to get another spool out. So thanks for coming back to everybody that was here when I got the repairman show up. Thanks for being patient with me. And I know that Shannon has been coming on, I think, at 3 o'clock. That's Art Junkie. So I always try to get off before her time, at least. And then sometimes I missed Barb Owen last night because we were just exhausted. Your fabric journal is still missing in action. Oh, dear. Oh, goodness, Kendra. You had to throw away a bunch of stuff. Kendra had flooding at her house. And see, this isn't even glued down right here at all. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here. I say that, but none's coming out. There we go. And I want to put a sticker on there. Oh, this is one of those. I think it's a sticker. I think. Yes, it is. There we go. We'll see how long it lasts, because sometimes you open an older journal and the stickers all fall off. I hate when I get too much glue and make a mess. Okay, she's not going to. Okay, so Janet's saying Shannon's not coming on today. She'll be on impromptu tomorrow. So now we know. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue here. Shannon got some unexpected funds, and she got her a new sewing machine. So she's been setting it up. I got to remember I've got to cut all that off. Well, that's a good thing to do. Spend the day with your daughter. I will have to get off though by no later than 2:30 though anyway, because I need to cook dinners because Scott comes home hungry. He gets home about 4:30, so but he doesn't have class tonight. 4 out of the 12 students have the flu, and another one just notified him that he was going to be missing class because he has the flu. And then Scott said he wasn't feeling good yesterday, and I'm like, oh no, you can't have the flu. No, not allowed. We haven't gotten our flu shots because we didn't have insurance. So when we get our insurance, I will get a flu shot. But until then, I'm trying to avoid public events because it's really bad here right now. Flu and everything else. So yeah, I'm thinking some doodling will be in order. This thing doesn't have enough air pressure in it anymore to work right. That's just some kind of funny little tissue that I had laying about in there. Oh, we need another butterfly here. Is it really? I thought it was only free if you had insurance. My nurse practitioner said we just catch it in whenever I go again. I think it's January. She's going to wait and do my labs because my at-home testing has been real good lately for my sugar. So, Howard, your sister's already in that basket. If you jump up there, she's just going to get mad at you and smack you in the head. You know that. You're still going to try. No, you can't come over here. I'm trying to get a butterfly free here. No, Howard. No. He's like, come on, Mom. I do it all the time. Okay. I will tell Scott about that too. He's the one that's going to catch the cooties and bring them home more than I am. And that says thank you on it. And this says 9P. And it's got some lettering in there, but I can't quite make it out. And that calla lily kind of matches. And then we got butterfly kisses. Or butterfly kiss. I put that just on the corner of the page. And then we've got this one. It says, collect beautiful moments. And then this is a fortune cookie that I'm going to cut out and use. It says, for everything there is a season. Oh, please tell me that thing hasn't gone quiet and is sitting out there with an error message. Sure is quiet. So did you guys see somebody out in California won $2 billion? There is a winning ticket in California for $2 billion. Scott said we'd probably be the ones to turn around and give it all away to help those in need. That kind of fits right there. And then I've got some ones that are on black that I can put here and there in other places. And it could be just like a little quote page. I'm going to get a different bottle of glue that I don't have to fight with so badly. I need to fill that one back up and then it'll work just fine. But this one's never been opened, which is what's in here. So let's open this, maybe. Or we'll wait until Scott comes home and I'll do that. I'll just use glue all. I have tacky glue too, but this will work. This is glued down. This needs to be glued down. Now, Kendra, you made me a bunch of these little collages, little embellies, but you didn't sign this one. The other ones you had signed, so I'm not sure if this one came from Kendra or someone else. Oh. And what's bad about today's visit from my repairman is he said he was just out working on another one of those washing machines. Oh. You know, as you get older, your actual needs and wants become so less, and you think about others more, and you're not heavily invested on what you don't have. You're more thankful for what you do have. If only we could get young people to understand that when they're young, everybody would get along so much better. Oh, hi, Ray D. Hello. I had to do a on and off earlier because when they sent us the message that the repairman was coming today, the part still hadn't arrived at all, and they had scheduled him to come back out. And so I was like, well, I don't know how this is going to work unless he's bringing the part with him. And then the UPS truck came with the part, and so I sent him a text message with a picture that the part had arrived, and then he showed up. So it was all good. Oh, this has got stickum on the back. I put a sticker on here. This was a fortune cookie. That says, for everything there is a season. And I think I did just glue that one down. And I'm going to put this one on here. And then we'll look and see what all these other little sayings are. I'm trying to keep them positive messages. Howard's watching me like, I could play with that. If she'd let me, I could. I really could. I could do that. Could you do that, Howard? Could you? Was you a sweet boy? You weren't a sweet boy last night, waking me up constantly. Butterfly kiss. We should put that near one of the butterflies, shouldn't we? Maybe up here. Maybe right there. A butterfly kiss. I love it when a butterfly will land on your shoulder. That's the best thing. Aren't they funny when you try to take their picture, how they'll flit about so you can't take their picture? It's like, nope, no photography. No, 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 no. I'm going to use double-sided tape here. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kendra. You'll have to make new memories. I hate that you lost so much. All my baby pictures were lost to me years ago. I try not to. It's like I said earlier, can't dwell on the past. You don't live there anymore. You can miss things. You can still miss things. Hi, Nettie. I saw your comment, and I will go and remove that as soon as I get off here. All right, so I want to add some of these. What are these called? Mini somethings. Tim Holtz. Let's see if there's any that look like they would go. I think everything's glued down. Easiest way to test it, flip it up. Nothing falls off. That's good. Woohoo! And I will go in and doodle. Let's see. We got bless your heart, follow your heart. All you need is love. Oh, I like expect miracles. Let's put expect miracles on here. Expect miracles. And see, I like how the black pulls the black from this to that. And so I want to dot that around the page to carry my eye around. Let's see. I'm just reading them to myself. And I will grab the ones that, oh, I like this one. Our souls are the same. Mm-hmm. Nettie's singing, all you need is love. Na, 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 na. All you need is love. Love. All you need is love. Water your flowers with love. That's fitting since we have flowers on this page. That's got something there. Look on the bright side. Where can we put look on the bright side? Maybe here? So we're carrying that black around the page. Now I think we need a couple more down here and maybe another one up there. Let's see. Oh, I like the make a difference. Make a difference. And that doesn't mean, like Scott said, to start a new project. Dress a granny. I can't believe he told me that yesterday. You could dress a granny. Make dresses for grannies. I was like, you stinker. Listen to your heart. It'll show you the way. But that's a really long statement to fit on this little page. I need a little short one. Oh, this one says meant to be. That'll fit right there. So you can put these on a page and use up these sheets of these things. Just put random ones together. I mean, it's just random things typed on here anyway. And this says collect beautiful moments, and then we can put simply remember down here. All right, so now I need to trim it up. I'll throw these back in their bins. Let me pick up as you go along. Tidy as you go. I was going to tell y'all I have reworked my bits and bobs binders down to 10 pockets plus. I have one that's for words. And I've done it by rainbow colors because I love this concept so much. I did the bits and bobs like that. So we could do like a whole collection of purple cards, a whole collection of blue cards. Yes, I can show those, and I can tell you the things Scott wants me to change on them real quick. I will do that before I sign off. Don't let me forget. Janet said, I won't. I want to see it. Oh, if Journey was here, I could show her how to measure her basket. She had asked me a question, and I wanted to show her how to measure the basket so I get it made the right size. Oh, cut some of the bird's tail off. Sorry, but he's got to fit in the book. Now the tricky part's going to be where it's next to the binding. Maybe smaller scissors would help. Yep, that came loose. Oh, can't see what I'm doing. I have an eye doctor's appointment next week. I'm kind of hoping the insurance cards show up before then because I had to pay cash for the dentist. Ugh. All right, let's see if I got anything loose. All right, so there's the page. Ta-da! We could put this all back in the purple box. Let me go grab those containers or wraps. I'm going to move this so that it's not in our way here. All right, so I had some little containers like this, and I wanted to custom make some totes. I've got some others that are for my larger Tupperwares. So what you have to do is you have to make a pattern. This was the pattern I originally made, and I've got notes on it. So what you need to do is you need to actually put your thing down here, and you need a measuring tape. And you need to measure your item, go under it, up the sides and to the middle and up here. And that's not going to work because that's the end of the measuring tape. So measure your box or whatever you've got like this. That says 17 inches. Well, then I added an inch more for seam allowances, okay? That's your diagonal measurement that you need is the 18. So the 18 would be this way. So what you have to do is create a X right here in the middle. And then you could put your 9 inches there, make a little mark out here and a little mark out here. And then you can just take a straight ruler and get your line that way. And then to get this nice and even, if you have a cutting board that's got the 45-degree angle, you can line that up. How did I do that? So it's like that. I can't even remember how I did it now. Isn't that awful? Yeah. All right. You basically have to get this way and this way. I'm trying to think. Oh, I think I know how I did it. I think I laid this ruler down on the original line like this. Was that it? So that I had that there. And then you can lay another ruler up like this, and you can get the opposing angles. Is that right? I am of no help right now because I am. But basically, the lines you have this way and that way. I did it so easily the other day, and now my brain's not working. But you get that crosswise because that's the measurement you need, because here's the tote. Here's the original one I made. Okay. This is the tote. And Scott has made a request to make this stretch longer so that this will lay completely flat and he can use the tote as a placemat. All right. So when you put your Tupperware in, you put it square ways this way. And then this piece comes up. And then this comes up. And you thread your handle through this loop here. And when I'm not tired, I will come back on and do a proper tutorial or do a video. And you can see where this one is a little too small because the edges don't come up. And then I made a little napkin to match, and I just wrap a fork in that. And that's another reason I had to go bigger, because after you roll this up, pretend it's rolled up with a fork in it, there wasn't really room enough without the fork falling out. So this was one for a very small container. And I just fold them like this when they're in storage. And then the little tiny napkin. The napkins would have been bigger, but I was using the leftovers from making the totes. So this is actually, the original one was a 14-inch square, I think. Or 13. 14, I think, is what I switched to for this one. So this one's slightly bigger, and that's the part. Scott wants this longer so that this will lay flat. So now you put the container in, and it pulls up. I think this shrunk in the wash. But you can see how the sides close up a little bit better, and then the fork has a little room. But you can make these for any size container. And then the little fork would go in there. And then all he has to do is grab this and go to work. And I fix his lunches up in these ahead of time. And they're like, if I have to go out of town or anything, I can fix all of his lunches up and put them in these totes. So all he has to do in the morning is grab and go. No, this was the original. I am a crackhead. This was the second one. And this one does fit better. You'll see. You have room for your fork. And I'll tell you how square this was. There you go. That works better. But you need 2 squares. This is 14-inch square. So this was a 14-inch square. So 2 fabrics that are 14. Oh, it doesn't like the stars. Do you like this better? Not really. 2 14-inch squares of fabric for a small container like this. If you need a larger container, you have to go back and do that measurement and get your cross angle measurement, because that length from corner to corner is more important than the square of the fabric. And I need to make some new ones for the larger containers because those are all getting kind of worn. But I'll do a tutorial on that, if a proper tutorial, instead of just showing these to you. If you'd like me to, I can do that for you. I'll work up how to actually do it and make notes so that I'm not getting you totally lost. I got this idea off Pinterest. Will they hold like a regular spoon or fork, or do you have to use the plastic ones it comes with? Because see, that Scott doesn't like plastic silverware. He takes a regular from the house fork. But I've got all different sizes. I've made these little totes, all different sizes. If you're going to make one for a basket, so say you want to, what Journey was describing to me is she would like one of these for her basket for rolls, like at the holidays. So I'm going to work up a pattern for that. And she said her basket is 12 inches, and I don't know how she measured it. So Journey, if you're watching this, if you'll measure it like I showed, take your basket and measure it around, across the bottom to the center of your top. That's the 17 inches. So where your tape measure comes back around and meets. And since it's a basket, it would be beneficial if you told me how deep it goes inside. So if you start at one edge, if you start at this edge and you push it down to the bottom, come across and come back up and tell me what that measurement is, because that's 9.5 inches. So that would be how, and do the same crossways. So do length and then width, because what I was thinking for one, for like a bread basket, you would want to make basically a pocket with the liner attached, and you would just slide your basket in it, push down, and it would line the basket, and then you'd have the sides come up. And if you did, like Scott said, if I make this long enough to where this lays flat, then it won't interfere with the roll activity. I don't know if that's what she was wanting or not. You could do a separate napkin. So you'd set your bread basket in for a tote and then line it with a napkin that would fold over the rolls. And then you could just take your tote out of the way when you got to wherever you were going. There's a lot of different ways that you can put things together like this. And I just would need time to develop the pattern. And I don't have a problem with that. If anybody else has ideas of things, but you're not comfortable drawing your own pattern, I could do my best to help get you there. I just share my knowledge freely because I feel like everything I've learned firsthand from someone. So I don't have a problem with just for free, just, sharing. I feel like the world would be a whole lot better if everybody would just share with one another, so much easier, and learn from each other. It only takes a minute to teach somebody something. Just saying. That's just me. Anyway, so that is all I have for today. Sorry, it's a little short, but I'm kind of anxious to go check on the washing machine. So there's our page for today, and I really kind of like how it turned out, and the little totes that I make. And yeah, Scott said if that would lay flat, that would be perfect, because I think they eat on wooden picnic tables. And so I'm hearing beeping, Becky. Well, the beeping is the oven. The oven's saying the roast is probably done or getting there. So I'm going to let you guys go. And yeah, I'll be in Ann's tomorrow if Ann has power. Ann, if you don't have power in the morning, I don't know how you'd let me know. You could just shoot me a message on Facebook on your phone, maybe? I don't know. Basically, if Ann doesn't open a room by about 10:15, I'll go ahead and open one. How does that sound? That'll free up Ann as well as make sure there's a room open tomorrow. And that's in Ann Lars's art hangout. All right, guys. Have a great night. I'll see you later. Bye.